everybody, and welcome back to this podcast. I can't remember. Getting Mooned. We haven't recorded for a while, so it's been a while for recording. It's also been a while since I uploaded, and it might be a while since this one comes up. We'll see. Because I have a bunch that I need to edit. But, yeah, so we got Isabel Moon on
Hello.
here. And no Elijah because he's busy. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna try to finish, and we'll definitely finish the movie tier list. So essentially, with having this tier list maker, I for some reason couldn't figure out how to save like the updated tier list because I updated it multiple times. So I believe the stuff that's on here, uh, it's all correct, and the stuff down there is stuff we haven't done. But there's extra stuff that we've rated that's up here, but you just have to watch the previous ones to find out where they go. But there's not like that many missing. Maybe like 10. I guess is a lot. But anyways, anyways, anyways. How's your week been, Isabel? Or all the times?
It's been good. I'm up in Maryland right now. And so it's been really fun. Been visiting cousins, and then Jacob's not going because he's has
Me?
work, but we're going on. Yes, you.
Oh,
So I was thinking of the podcast listeners. But we're going to on some history trip for our church, and then I come home, and then I'm serving a mission for my church. So I'll be set apart as a missionary and
yeah.
start that a couple days after I get home. So pretty busy next couple of weeks. But yeah, this is kind of been my first week of vacation and a
Nice.
second, just because I had work before this
Did
week.
you quit?
Yeah, quitter.
Quitter? No. Yeah, that's
Did though. I worked.
Yeah, I think the last time we recorded, we like said that you got your mission call, but you didn't know where, maybe.
Oh, that's
Um,
so
so
crazy.
yeah, if you want to say where you're going.
Yes, I'm going to Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm really excited. I've never really been to the Midwest, and I know there's lots of jokes about Ohio, so I'll see what it's all about. See what all these alpha
Gen Alpha.
generation Gen Alphas what their slang truly means.
Yeah. Or you'll just show up and it won't exist. Just a crater.
Oh, that's good too.
And then
They're
you'll be
like
like,
Frank,
isn't that the
but they're
deal? It doesn't exist? I don't know.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a while, so I don't know what's happened with me. Oh, I'm just working. Working so much. School's finishing up. As you can tell from my insanely bright background, maybe I'm moving. I know. Look, I'm staying in the same apartment. I'm just moving down floor, so everything's on my bed right now, and I have a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I had any podcast episodes where I had my setup, or I don't even think I have any YouTube videos with my. I had like a bunch of posters and stuff, and my room looked all nice. I had this cabinet thing. I don't even know if I have a picture of it. I'm horrible at taking pictures, but it looked all cool, and now it doesn't. It looked cool
Yeah,
like
no,
hours ago.
good.
So
I didn't look depressing
yeah.
because I saw his room and it was depressing, and I told him that. Oh, aw.
Oh,
Oh my
can you
gosh.
read it?
I was Yeah, it's
So
the
yeah, for the listeners, it's Michael Scott, Lego Michael Scott, and he's the world's best boss little Lego cup.
I was at the store at the mall the other day with my cousins, and we found these little stuffed animal things. And if you squoze them, they'd make like they would talk. And usually, it's like little kid stuff. But I found a Gollum one, and I found a Ron Swanson one,
Oh, it's
and
fun.
they would like quote it, and it was really cool.
Yeah, oh, that's fun.
But it was
Uh,
like random Ron Swanson
yeah,
because I feel like not a lot of Parks and Rec stuff
it's
out
not
there.
relevant. I was talking with somebody or at work, and he just said he never watched The Office, but he said he watched all of Parks and Rec. And I said that I thought The Office was funnier. I feel like we've had this conversation, but maybe have that conversation when we've been talking about the movie tier list, but I don't remember if you said anything. But do you think Parks and Rec's funnier than The Office, or like? Because you
I
like Parks and Rec better, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here I think I figured out because we've had this conversation, but not on the podcast.
Yeah.
But last time I had this conversation, I figured it out. I think the characters of The Office alone are funnier. Like if you, other than Andy from Parks and Rec, if you put them next to each other, like the characters alone, like they're standalone characters, you put them in any situation, you'll find something funny. But Parks and Rec, when they all interact together and they're dynamic, that's what makes it funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know because it's different kind of funny. But I like more like people bouncing off of each other funny rather than kind of like because I think I just like watching people interact. So I find it more funny when someone's reacting to or kind of adding on to a joke rather than like. But I do love when Dwight's being crazy by himself, but it's just kind of like a one character. I like when all the characters are like being
Yeah.
funny. I don't know.
What about Michael and Dwight? They're so funny together.
But see, that's why it's so funny. Or like when, yeah, like Jim and Dwight, or like Andy and Dwight. Sometimes that can get weird.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
funny most of the
I
time.
don't know. I just think that like the Office like bits or like I think it has more. It's more quotable. Like people quote it more just because I don't know. It just has funnier like scenes. Like you can name a scene like a funny, really funny scene in Parks and Rec, and I feel like I can name one in The Office, and we just go back and forth. That's better, and I feel like The
Yeah.
Office just has way more like I don't know, just I don't know, and
Alone. I think though,
I think The Office is
yeah,
like it's also made me like laugh out loud like by myself if I've watched it, and Parks and Rec really hasn't done that.
really.
Yeah.
Wow, so I laugh easy. So
Yeah, like
they're
right now
both
I can't even think of like a bit in Parks and Rec that is like super funny. Like I don't know.
I like when they throw what's his name, Tom or Todd or something into the water, and then Andy runs out naked and jumps in the water.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
inappropriate. No, I don't think
Inappropriate.
that.
I think that's funny because they're like, "I'm Todd now," and then Andy out of nowhere comes in. What about little Sebastian? That whole bit where they're all like, "We love little Sebastian," and Ben's like, "What do you mean?"
I feel like Ben in that situation. I don't
Oh,
get it.
yeah. Well, that's why it's so funny. But when Ron Swanson was like, "I walked in today and I saw that flag was at half mast," and I was like, "Yes, another aristocrat ate it." And then I learned it was because of little Sebastian. Half mast is too high. It
That's
was so
funny.
sad.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's funny. I guess. I don't know, but The Office is just like there's so many funny bits. Anyways, but I think it's just an opinion thing at the end of the day. So
yeah.
keep moving my mouse, messing it up that in editing. No, it's fine. Actually, all right, should be good now. So we let's go into the tier list. That was an excellent segue by me, by the way.
A good job.
And I feel like we did Oppenheimer already, but
That's what I was
um,
thinking. Because I
yeah,
remember that Elijah and I had no opinions because I don't know.
yeah, we'll just throw that down. I I feel so in my editing thing. I saw two. This might be boring for listeners, but whatever. They get to hear it. I saw like our first two uh, movie tier list things, and then I swear there was a third, and this would have been the fourth. But I only have two, so there could be some lost footage out there. I don't know where it would have gone, but anyways, we'll just go with it. It's been a while. I think the takes are gonna be interesting anyways, so it's not gonna be play well as a tier list, but I think it'll just play well as a commentary on all these movies. So, anyways, moving on, Jurassic Park. What do you think of
I
it?
This is coming from a 10-year-old's perspective because that's the last time I watched it.
Yeah,
I did not like it.
yeah,
I thought it was silly. I thought they could just kill the dinosaurs. I don't know why they're all running away. Um, I Yeah, I just thought the point was now I know more now from just hearing about it and you reading the books. So I think it's, and then I also know the like cultural, like what it did to our culture and movies. But as a 10-year-old watching it last time, I'm like, this is silly. Just kill them. Why aren't we killing them? Or
Yeah, you
them?
should rewatch it
Yeah.
because it's fun. Yeah, no, it's not like reading the book. It kind of like yeah. So I've read the book, and it just kind of spoils. It makes the movie not as good because the book is just like so much better. And the writer Michael Crichton, he's just super. He just goes like he just deep dives into all of like his books and like all the science behind it, and he's just an amazing like world builder. So like the first like third of the book, it might not be that much. He's just literally going and explaining their world state at that point. So he's like going and it's from perspectives of certain people. It's not like an interview, but he's like he like goes into like this doctor over here, and then he goes to this worker who works on an island near the dinosaur island, and it like he goes through all those perspectives, and you kind of get he just builds an amazing world that really sets up the Jurassic Park and like it makes it more believable and like more impactful on the island. There's also they in the book they do kill a lot more of the dinosaurs. The guy who the clever girl guy. All right, spoiler alert, I guess. And it's not. He ends up like getting a rocket launcher and he's just blowing up like, uh,
Oh God.
blowing up the velociraptors with it. It's pretty. It's a fun scene because
That's funny.
he's
In the book.
when Dennis Nedry like leaves with the jeep, the rocket launcher he put in there because that is his whole like. It also just adds so much more because the guy like and I haven't read it in a while, but I can't remember his name. But the in the movie he's the Australian, but he like he thinks something bad might happen or like he's just getting ready for some reason. So he puts the rocket launcher in the back of Dennis Nedry's jeep or the jeep that's there, and then Dennis Nedry takes that jeep and then gets lost in the jungle and dies, obviously. Or I think he dies in the book. Yeah, but yeah. So the rocket launcher gets like driven away, and then they end up. I think they find that one or get a new rocket launcher. So no, I would need to reread it, but yeah, it's just so cool the book. But this is about movies, and I don't know. I need to rewatch it too, just because it's been a while, and like
Yeah.
I'm an enjoyer of like a lot of people hate like older movies and like especially this and like Jaws. Um, the animatronics they used for like the dinosaurs or the Jaws especially or the shark especially people really don't like. I kind of find it like I don't know. I find it I don't it doesn't break the reality for me, and it also is kind of like charming in a way to me. I think, and that's why it doesn't break the reality. So
Yeah.
I just enjoy it. But yeah, it's
I
just
know.
yeah.
I've
Let
thought
me
about
kind
that.
of
Of
go
like,
well.
it would be really cool if like a person now, just with all the live action and all the things. Like, it'd be cool if they like try to make a movie feel retro and like
Yeah,
literally
like film
try
it in
to
a
keep.
way.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because that's what with the Odyssey he filmed on
The Odyssey.
for the new movie Odyssey, but
I don't know.
the freaking Christopher. Okay, so the Christopher Nolan's new movie Odyssey. That's why he sold the tickets early because so he filmed it on like film. I
Film.
forgot what kind of film it is, but it's a certain kind that they don't really use anymore, and it can only be seen in certain theaters. But like kind of
Oh,
like that, how he decided to like film it on this film to give it a certain feel. And so, like, I thought it'd be cool to like have
cool.
someone like actually put the time and energy into building sets, or like I know in the Barbie movie, they painted the background of sets to give that old timey feel of what they used to do in movies, where they literally would paint the backdrops, and that's what they did in Barbie. So I don't know. I thought it'd be cool if someone did like a whole movie where they're like, okay, we're gonna dedicate it and do mini props instead of CGI and do animatronics and things to try
Yeah.
to make it feel like these older movies.
Yeah. No, it's but you don't know much. But the Mandalorian series, it kind of it really I don't know, it definitely brought Star Wars back and then it's kind of fallen off. But it was like when that was coming out, it kind of like you're coming from the sequels, and which were like not very good. Or I don't know. I have stuff to say about that, but this isn't the time right now. But uh, those came out and people weren't liking Star Wars, and then the Mandalorian came out, and that was just especially the first two seasons. That was just
Mm.
like amazing. But yeah, in the Mandalorian, they do have their big like futuristic like dome thing, but they a lot of the sets like they bring props from the original Star Wars in there.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
the like a lot of the aliens are like animatronic. They actually did this in I think the Last Jedi when they showed like Yoda talking to Luke. That
Hmm.
Yoda was a puppet. Also in Rogue One, they used footage that wasn't used in the first
Oh,
movie. They used footage in Rogue One in like certain scenes. It was
that's
just
so
when
cool.
they're it's the battle scare, the last thing that happens when because they have all the pilots checking in like red leader, green leader, gold leader, standing by. So some of those scenes where there's just a quick like checking in thing from the
Yeah.
cockpit. It's actually deleted or just old footage from the original
Oh, that's
that
cool.
wasn't used. So I do, yeah. I definitely. There's a lot of that going on, but yeah, a full movie would be pretty cool where everything's like made in the way that uh, it was used. It was used to. Okay, where should we rank it?
That's a C in
See.
front of Sound of Music.
Oh, why is Sound of Music so low?
I don't know. Oh, it's because Elijah. We did that to Elijah, and he hates Sound of Music
I feel like he
or
likes
something.
it.
Oh, I thought he didn't.
I don't know. Maybe I was angry. I feel like this whole list has changed. It's been such a long time for me.
Oh,
I know I would put it higher, but uh, I guess it's fair. Whatever. We'll just throw it there. I don't really care that much. It's yeah. It's. I feel like if you see it, oh, it's yeah. It's whatever. I don't know. Right now I like I said the book has kind of spoiled it for me. Anyways, I haven't
yeah.
seen this, but Wicked, Wicked.
I would say people probably won't like. I'd say like front of the Grinch, which is kind of silly. Well, I don't know, maybe a low A, just because I think people. One of the okay, I think the reason why people liked it so much is because they hadn't ever watched the musical because people are sticklers and are like, that's a musical, that's so nerdy, that's so weird. So then people actually watched it because it had Ariana Grande in it and like other famous actors that I
Mm-hmm.
mean obviously do music and stuff, but still like she was in it. And just other people and then they watched it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing story, it's amazing music. I'm like, yeah, idiots. But why I appreciated it so much, it tied in everything from the original Wicked play. They made their own, and then the costume and the backgrounds and all the things were. It was so cool because I loved watching the Wizard of Oz growing up, and so the costumes and the architecture all looks like the original movie. Like it all hints to it, like down to the facial hair of the Munchkin or not the Munchkins, the
Oh,
people of the
can't
what are
call them
they?
that anymore.
Bleep it out. Actually, don't bleep it out because it sounds like I'm cussing. Um, of the what is Emerald City, like their facial hair of the
Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. We'll be right back. Alright, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Oh, now we're back. We're switched back places. What were you saying? You're talking about the props being like the original Wizard of Oz. And then it cut out.
yeah. That's basically all I was saying. That's why I
Yeah.
was saying why I appreciated it so much is because of the attention and detail and like, oh, and also the way that they like. Well, I'm just gonna spoil it because I don't really care. The way that the Scarecrow, I forgot his name in the movie because they give them actual names, but because you're not supposed to know because Alphaba has a part of them changing into the Scarecrow and Tin Man and stuff. But the way that they dance and the way that they move and the way that they like do stuff, I don't know. Jacob's brain's blown.
So see
um,
that. Nope. I was so shocked. It's
he's
embarrassing.
so
Just kidding.
But yeah, but oh, that's what I was saying. And so I'd say put it as a low A, just because they added this. I mean, the songs they added were good, but like they added too
Oh,
many
they
songs. They
added
made
songs.
so the original play is as long as the first movie about, and the first movie's just half of
Wait, they
it.
came out with the second movie already?
It comes out it's Christmas or something.
Oh.
They already filmed it and all. They just split into two.
Oh, gotcha. So they added songs and they're gonna add song. I see. I
Yeah.
see. No, I don't care. I don't. It's not my type of film. It's like fantasy musical and
But
about
it's Thor.
women, and I find
Oh.
that. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love women. Just listen to the
Wink.
podcast episode where I talk about it. I'm an expert.
Oh
Um,
no,
improve.
I vaguely
AI
remember.
improve.
Yikes.
This wasn't in it. It was two men.
Oh, right.
Me and Elijah. Okay. Yeah, I'll put low A because I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's better. Oh, Hitch is funny. Um. Anyways, Inside Out. Also, a movie I don't really care too much about, but
Beam, 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 beam. I'd say, let me see this. Let me
I
see
just
this.
really like the meme where the dad's like, "I was in a band once," and it like zooms into his head, and it's the YMCA, and then it like it zooms into the guy with the mustache, or like the police officer, I think, in the YMCA
That's
band or the
um.
Village People. That's all. I found that really funny though, the meme. Oh, it's like top 10, or is it a meme? I don't know, top 10 videos or something.
That's funny.
That's really the only reason. Like, I don't know, I didn't find it that funny. Um, the characters or whatever, and they're, yeah. I haven't seen the
Yeah,
second one, so
me neither.
maybe it's great.
I just, well, I don't want to cry. That's why I haven't watched it yet.
Wah. She
Uh,
dies, whatever her name
oh,
is.
oh. And they
Bentley,
all
something.
the seven deadly sins.
Yeah. And it was a funny, like, the the puberty button was a funny idea.
Yeah,
They're like, "What's this?" And
yeah,
we
that's funny.
know what it is. But and I would put it in to C. Uh,
Yeah,
probably above
I'd
Thomas. Probably above Justice League.
put it above Dumb and wait, no, put it below Dumb and Dumber.
So I was thinking,
Like it's got some sweet moments and stuff, but like
yeah,
at the end of the day, it was kind of just like that's a cute one, but
yeah.
I don't like. I never want to
It's
watch
probably something I'd show my kids. I don't think if
for
there's
sure.
anything like weird or like adulty that I wouldn't want to. I think everything's pretty
Uh,
normal. Oh,
yeah,
it's weird because it's like it's about a well, it would be a teen, I guess. So maybe it is a good teen movie. I don't know. I feel like if I
she's
had a
like a tween.
teen though, or like yeah,
She's like
tween, I would be showing
oh,
them like more complex. Oh, it is a meaning, but like it's given through a like cartoony like I don't know the characters or whatever. It's just I don't know. To me, it's just it makes the message that it has just less
yeah. Well,
impactful.
it's because you won't get it as a kid. Like, but I think since at least we watched it when we were teenagers, so it's like we could actually understand like oh my gosh, like she is struggling with all these things and like the significance of all the stuff or even like just the jokes of like the train of thought,
Oh yeah.
like just stuff like that where it's like oh ha ha, like that's because I don't think they ever explicitly
Yeah.
say like oh this is
It's
train of
just weird
thought.
because it falls in a weird stage where it's kind of meant for tweens, but it's also meant for like little kids. And it's like I
Yeah.
guess you could show it. I don't know. Um, I guess I haven't like watched it to see if there's enough thing to keep a little kid entertained, but
I think I don't know. It's colorful and there's like
that's true.
oh
It's kind
there's
of
an
funny, and
adventure.
yeah, I might get scared of the secret friend or whatever, the special friend,
Secret
yeah,
friend.
whatever he's called,
Boba, Bubba,
Bubba,
Bing Bong, Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
Except that scene makes me cry.
I got left down here. Wait, does he?
Yeah.
Does he
He
disappear?
sacri-
Oh yeah, he
he's yeah,
sacrifices
he
himself.
forgets
Yeah.
about him.
Spoiler
and she forgets
alert.
about and then she's like, "Oh my gosh, is he so sad because he like jumps? I'm literally gonna cry because he jumps off, and he's like, oh, make Riley happy."
There's this guy at work that another guy was like saying like he looked like he has like glasses and he's kind of skinny, so you're saying like he looked like just different people, like kind of nerdy people in movies and kind of making fun of him. And I joined in,
Hmm.
but I was like, I just said random stuff like you look like the Pixar lamp. You look like just random stuff that like nobody looks like. And then one of them
Yeah,
was Bing Bong. I'm like, you look like Bing Bong from Inside Out.
that's
Um,
funny.
all right, Harry Potter, Harry
Oh wait,
Potter,
oh wait,
Harry Potter,
which one is it?
Mr. Potter. The whole series. It's the first
Oh,
one, but or I think it's
or do we want to say it's the full series?
yeah, no, it's gonna be the full series. I don't know. I can't tell. It just shows all the main characters, but it might be the second or third. But yeah,
I
we're gonna
don't
tell
know,
it's the whole series.
because the books are just like Harry Potter's just one of those where legit the books are so much better. Like you don't just say that, like it's
Yeah,
true.
the movies do a phenomenal job though of
That's
portraying a
just,
lot of the stuff in the books and getting the
but it's
main
just
stuff. But yeah,
yeah.
it's like Jurassic
Well, it's just
Park
hard
where
because the first half are with child actors, and they do a good job, you know. But like, it's still like rewatching them. You're like, okay, you're kind of dumb. But then you
oh
get like once you get into their teen years, actually, and again, they're all like good actors. They weren't like bad child actors, but I don't know.
I have this thing where I can't tell if it's bad acting, like unless it's like maybe really bad. And I've discovered this about myself. People are like, and it kind of makes me upset because people say, "Oh, they're bad. They're a bad actor," or like they do bad acting. And I'm like, but why? And nobody can explain it to me. Like I was talking with our mom about this, and she was just like, "Well, yeah, they only play one character. But like if they only play like one type of character, like it still means they're like a good actor because they're good at acting in their role, which is only one thing. But yeah, I don't
I
know.
think when they're a bad character is like or bad actor is when you literally like it's an emotional scene and you can tell in their eyes that they're just kind of like I don't know, you can just kind of tell that they're like emotionless in their eyes and they're kind of like it's just kind of like that Disney acting. I mean, Disney acting is very exaggerated, but it's just
Wow.
kind of like Disney acting where it's like, "Oh no, I'm so like you kind of like right now I'm pretending to have a sad voice." Like obviously I'm being very exaggerating of it, but that's how it is, but like
Yeah.
just more less noticeable, but it is noticeable when you have like if you have amazing actors around you, or yeah, you've seen that like the only time I notice it is like, oh, they play the same character is when they're not supposed to be playing that character that they always play. And you're
Yeah.
like, so why are you acting like yourself or you're acting like Adam Sandler? He plays the same character in all his films. The only one that's different is when he acts like that special needs guy, like that he does on SNL and he also does on
Well, isn't that like I don't know? I feel like he does that. Or what about the girl? He plays his sister. No, they're all
Jill.
like he does like the same voice for everything.
But
It's
it's
funny
kind of
though.
the same, like,
Yeah. No, I know.
but like,
I was a yeah. I agree with you. I was
yeah.
just
So
bringing
it's
up
kind
in
of
case you
like
forgot.
that, except like obviously he's a great comedian
Yeah.
and he's good at acting, but
That's what I'm
he
saying. Like
doesn't.
Tommy Lee Jones, like only plays like one character, but we consider him a bad actor. Like that's what I brought up.
Oh yeah, I get that point. But see, I'm just saying in general, like I wouldn't say Tommy Lee Jones a bad actor. I would only call him a bad actor if they put him in a role that he couldn't play, and I'd be like, oh, he's not very good. Well, okay, that's maybe I wouldn't say that. I would just say he's bad at acting in this role. But there's some people where you're like, why are you even acting? Like you look stupid right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I also haven't watched. I haven't watched a lot of the Harry Potter stuff recently, but I do think like the world building in Harry Potter is like amazing. It is very unique, I guess, because it takes the Wizarding world but put it in a modern like sense, which I don't think has really been done before, especially in the
Mm-hmm.
mainstream. And then it's also just a great like coming to age story, and like especially like me and you have the same experience where our mom like read them to us as we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
So we also like kind of grew up with the characters. which is really cool. So I feel like it makes it more connection, like a deeper connection to them. Because
Yeah.
it's cool when you read the first one and when you're like, is it 13 or 11 when you
You're
get called?
11.
Yeah, and you're like, when am I gonna get my letter? Wow. Um, but yeah, so oh, it's fun. But yeah, the movies themselves are like, I remember the CGI troll and it looks horrible in
Oh
like
yeah, that
the
freaked
first
me
one.
out.
Yeah.
That yeah.
Or just I didn't think I rewatched it, but I saw the scene with it, and it's just I'm like leaning away from my mic. I'm probably just super quiet. Um, but yeah, but yeah, like I said, just the whole like, and the characters are like they do a good job. I feel like the movie, like all the characters are solid. Like you have a connection, like Snape. I'm looking at the Dumbledore, Harry Potter, Ron. Like you, I don't know. When you think of like Ron in the book, you think of the actor. I feel like they
Mm,
do a really good. The actors do a really good job of portraying like being like the person in the book. That's what
yeah.
I'm hoping they do with a new TV show. Is they don't like change stuff like that.
I
Um,
know. Do you know if J.K. Rowling? Because I know we're canceling her, but like,
Canceled
um,
already.
I know. Well, I don't even know. Is she? She better be helping.
No, she. Yeah, I don't think she just she maybe. But she's very like she likes holding on to the rights. But then again, the whatever got Fantastic Beasts got made, which weren't super great. But I don't know. I think they just gave her a ton of money, so it might have happened with this, and she might not have as much creative control.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So would it go on S tier? As it's the wizard. I don't know. It is like I don't know how they did the castle. I don't know if it's like CGI or like sets or like, and it's all pretty cool. Like the castle's like very iconic, and I'm just thinking cinematography. I'm trying to like. I feel like S stuff has to like hit a
I
bunch of
think in the
boxes where
later
it's like
movies,
story.
but I don't know if that's because in the later movies it just kind of got better camera quality, just because it was like
Yeah,
just
they
because
probably had
that's
more money.
how it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, and more money. But like, but you know what? I will like Chris. Like they do a really good job of like making the seasons feel like the seasons, if that makes
yeah.
sense. And like you're like you love Christmas time and Halloween, and the music's amazing and
Oh yeah,
that,
John
and
Williams. I forget. Does everything.
yeah,
But I'm just debating whether it should go in S or that's where I'm at. S or A.
I
Um,
say A.
say A. Okay. Oh yeah, because I guess in A there's a lot of really good stuff. So should I
Yeah,
go here? It's a
sure.
get. Sorry, it's yeah. It's in between Get
Get
Out
out.
and The Thing, which are I guess just Three Amigos because you don't know The Thing.
What? Why did we put Three Amigos so high?
Because we all like it. It's our
Oh,
podcast logo.
oh, right.
It has to be high.
That's funny.
It's
No,
I don't know. It's with Incredibles and Toy Story and
I love
Despicable
the Three
Me.
Amigos. It's
Oh.
just fun. I was looking at the other things we have up there, and like, there's just Three Amigos, and then yeah, it's
It's fun.
funny. And
Oh,
Despicable Me.
yeah, Despicable Me's up there.
I need to re-listen to ourselves. I don't know why we put it so high.
I don't know. We just really I don't know the animations. I think we talked about the animation style and like
Oh, and the
um,
music.
and the
Wait,
music
not in
and the
Despicable Me.
characters are it's funny and the minions are just really I don't know. Like as an adult, it's a fun kids movie to watch as an adult. I feel like just kind of
Yeah,
like connects to all generations. All
yeah.
right, so I think that's how I split it up. But we have the Garfield. What's his name? Spider Man.
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield,
Garfield, and then the old Spider
Andy
Man.
McGuire,
What was that?
and Andy McGuire
Yeah. Toby Maguire.
or Toby, not Andy.
Yeah.
What is
Keep it leaning away from my mic. But yeah, so
it?
we have those two Spider-Man series. Have you seen those?
Nope.
Oh, well. um,
I've
the
only
so the
I've
Amazing
seen,
Spider-Man has Andrew.
yeah,
And
I
there's
don't like
two
it. I
movies.
think I haven't watched the Toby Maguire one because he really bothers me as Peter Parker.
Yeah,
When
I
I have
watched the
seen,
first one when it like came out, and I didn't realize it's technically like my generation Spider Man because I was talking with
Tobey Maguire?
Rustin, yeah, because it came out
Oh,
when
wow.
I was like in middle school. But I
Oh, wow.
connect to the
Yeah,
maybe
old.
elementary school. No, it was elementary school. Sorry.
No, that's
I think it was like fifth and sixth grade, I think. But then I might connect more to the Marvel. What's his face? Uh,
uh, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland Spider Man. I think he does a good job. But yeah, this is probably the first Spider Man movie I watched. And I think there's two of them. Yeah, they're fine. I don't know why I put them, especially you haven't seen them, but
Yeah, I'd
uh,
say Andrew Garfield. I would like more. I've seen clips of him. I think I really like. I know her name's not Mary Jane in the Andrew Garfield one. What's her name?
um, Gray, Tina Gray. No, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's the other name, Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, that
I think
actor
that,
or just her
yeah, but
character.
also I like the character. At least the clips I've seen of it.
Yeah. No,
And
I
then
guess. Yeah. Sorry.
Tobey Maguire just bothers me when he's Peter Parker. I'm like, you look like such a nerd, which he is a nerd. But like the other ones make him an endearing nerd. He just makes it a weird nerd. And like, what are you? Why are you
I just
weird?
when I watched it when I was a kid, I thought he was like a college student because he was
Is
going
it?
to like their school kind of looks like a college, but because it's in New
Oh,
York, and
I
like
thought he
he but
was.
he just felt like way older than me, so I thought I just didn't connect to him, which I feel like the Tom Holland Spider Man, I felt like he was a high schooler, and
Yeah,
I watched it when I was in high school, so it was just it's more, but like rewatching it, I'm like, oh, he's so young, like it's weird
yeah.
because just when you watch something um, the perspectives. But I think I just put those on there to compare them. And since you haven't seen them, and I guess, I don't know if we should even rank them. And we
No,
can, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's just not. We talked
right.
about them. It's fine. You haven't seen John Wick, right?
No, he showed me clips and I look stupid.
It's so awesome.
He just like
I'll put it in B.
looks dumb as freak.
Actually, I'll put it. Um, I should have a thing where I put the movies I like. It's just especially the first one. It's fun. The first one actually has like a decent story and it's a little bit more believable. Then it starts going crazy, but it is very
Mhm.
fun. Like the action is just like for me. I don't know. I just really like the how realistic. Not it's not realistic, but like it is. It's hard to explain to a not. I don't know. A person who doesn't know stuff about guns and like
Mhm.
I don't know, just how he like he's trained. It's I can't remember the guy's name, but he's in like California and he does like competition Terran Tactical Terran. He has like his own guns. Well, I think he did that after John Wick, but um, he does like uh actual like shooting. Not really tactical shooting, just like sport shooting like speed stuff. He's crazy. He's a crazy shot. He'll just like I don't know. It's cool, but yeah, it's very like realistic in that sense. Like all the guns are real guns that exist and like are act like they would in real life. And so some movies they just don't care, and it's like infinite gun that shoots like a million shots, and it's like or the gun wouldn't make sense. Um, like a lot of guns. Like I'm watching 24, which is for the viewers. It's an older show, but it's a guy who works in a made up agency, CTU counter, count, oh my goodness, counter terrorist unit. See, yeah, I don't know. It's a counter terrorist organization, but he runs around with a handgun, and a lot of guys in the movies will like the good guys will grab handguns for some reason. I think it's just because of the rifle obscures their face, but like in no world would like a cop or a government agent grab a rifle and or grab a handgun over a rifle in a tactical sense. Like rifles are just way better. So like I guess they kind of do that. John Wick, yeah, will grab a rifle and use it, and then like he usually runs out of ammo and he grabs his pistol again. But yeah, it's fun. But we can move on. Men in Black. I'll just do the first one.
Oh, I've only seen the first one.
Oh, good. I don't remember the other
I'd
ones.
say I'd say under John Wick.
John
Wait,
Wick.
whatever. This is skewed.
Yeah,
I think some of these did on just
it's
art.
hard to rank when they're kind of not in the same character. Like, how do you compare like Despicable Me to like Home Alone or something? It's just like kind of
Well,
hard. Like
I think it's
Saving
because
Private
one that.
Ryan to I don't know Top. I'm not Top Gun, but it's just
Well, I think we were going back and forth between our personal opinion and like nostalgia factors and just
yeah.
personal. I really like this movie, and then we went to like more cultural impact and like cinematography and stuff. So it's kind
This
of
is
all over the
one.
place.
It's
But
our list. It represents us in a way.
oh, so
Um.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, just I think it's because in my brain I was like when I went to watch it I was like this is gonna be stupid, and it was like kind of, but it's like cute stupid. It actually had a cool plot
I
line kind
just like
of.
Tommy Lee Jones and anything he does.
Yeah,
Will Smith, he's also one that kind of plays the same character over and over. I think about
yeah.
it. Because I for July
I
4th,
think
oh, which is close to, I just rewatched. I don't know if I watched it on July 4th, but I rewatched Independence Day,
Independence Day. Yeah.
and he's in it, and it's fun. I think I like that movie over this one, though, now I think about it. Because
Oh
the
yeah.
aliens are kind of weird and gross, and
Well, I kind
like,
of like the idea. Like, I thought it was kind of a cute idea of like, oh, they like have to mingle. Like, I don't know. I just like that there's like border control for like aliens.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah, they're
cool.
allowed to come. Yeah, it is. That is fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought that was really cool, kind of part of it. And then that's his name. Monk was in it. I remember his real name, the actor's name.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just thought that was a cute. And then I think another reason why I like it is because um our grandparents. I know you know this, Jacob, but our grandparents, our grandpa got our grandma to watch it because he told her there's a romance in it. Well, if you watch the movie, the only romance is at the very end when the guy, because when you come work at the agency, if you haven't watched your memory gets wiped, and so or the people around you are either way. He gets reunited with his wife, but you don't actually get to see it. You just it implies that he gets to retire and go see his wife again. That's like they don't even kiss or hug or anything. It's just like oh, like it just implies that. And but that's
Yeah,
our got our grandma to watch it because he's like, "There's romance in it. There's a love scene."
it's funny.
Nope. Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, it's fun, but yeah, definitely, yeah, not a top contender. All right, I got World War Z.
I
Have
like
you
that
seen
one.
it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. There's actually it's also based on a book. The book isn't like the movie, and I'm actually literally listening to it right now. Funny enough,
I need to read it
that
too.
book. Um, the book's it's kind of why I like the Jurassic Park book is it essentially takes place from an interviewer and they're going around interviewing people, and it is fun to like hear the what that author thinks what would happen in the real world, and it's pretty like accurate, or it he does a good job and it feels very realistic, in what he's saying, and it's a lot different. They end up just like in the book they end up just like killing all the zombies versus like finding like a cure or not a cure but a way to make them not attack you. So the and it doesn't, yeah, there's not really a lot that it's the same. But yeah, the movie by itself is a fun. It's a good zombie movie. They do a good job of like
I know. I
capturing.
think those zombies were the only zombie stuff I've watched is The Walking Dead and the Will Smith one. The
I Am Legend.
yeah,
Also in the
I think.
book, the zombies are slow,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah.
is
Well, I
fun.
like
But
these ones because they just seem to be running off of pure adrenaline all the time and not having any pain. And I kind of like, I mean, that's what makes those zombies the freakiest for me and kind of the most realistic because it's like
yeah,
if your body's dead and but whatever is taking over you is just using your adrenaline, it's like the human body can do amazing things, when adrenaline's going and just kind of not really thinking about your limitations. So I really like that about these zombies. That like I don't know, but then the I Am Legend zombies were too like crazy. I did not like
yeah,
that movie. It was a dumb
yeah.
movie. I didn't.
No, I liked it. I like. So I want a German Shepherd.
Oh, it
No, not
dies.
really. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
I just in World War Z, like my favorite scene is when they're like in the rain. I just any scene that's in the rain for some reason I just love so much. So if I was ever to make a movie, like it would just all be in the rain, just because I think it's so cool. Uh, even though it wouldn't make sense for the scene, I would just throw them in the rain. Um, but yeah, they're in the rain and they're like all the guys in like tactical gear and they have like I think they have night vision, but like they're all like suited up and they're riding like a bicycle in the
Oh
rain and
yeah, when
like trying to and they're just like they have like people on the roofs like sniping down. It's very cool.
my
Um,
favorite scene comes after that
where the
when
guy slips and shoots himself.
yeah, and they cut out the scene because we're watching it on Netflix. But I swear, and maybe I'm crazy, but there's a scene where they, for like a minute, they talk about how he's the only hope, how he's the only one that knows the cure.
No, they do
Da, da,
that.
da, da. Do they? Okay, so
And it's
whatever.
not. I don't think there's a whole scene, but they're like they at the beginning. They're like, yeah, this is the guy. Like, it's like not a whole scene. It's just like a one line being like, this is the
Okay.
only guy who can save us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I watched some sort of version where they went into more detail about it. Either
Mm,
way, it's so funny how they set
it's
that up.
funny. It's
And
funny
then
too. I think the gun he uses is a Glock, which doesn't have it has a finger safety. So your finger is it has a very good internal safety. So like they're still amazing. But if you have your finger in the trigger, like what he did, like on the trigger, and it'll and you pull it, it'll shoot. So that's exactly what happened. It's another realistic detail. I feel like it's a good A. You
yeah,
think maybe like a low A,
yeah, I'd say
like in here somewhere. Is
probably under Indiana Jones.
well, the reason why Indiana Jones is so low, for a reminder, is because we included all the movies.
Oh,
Um,
that's right.
yeah, so that's why I think it would go above.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. All right. We need to go a little bit faster. So let's knock out these like little kid ones. Madagascar,
Which one?
the
First
first
one?
one, I
Second?
guess. I haven't
I
seen
don't
this
know.
in
I'd say
years.
C. Somewhere in
Yeah.
C. They're fun, but I don't ever like.
I'll
I
go
think
below
penguins.
Inside Out. Oh yeah, Penguins is
Yeah,
funny. I like that. Yeah, the Penguins are funny just by themselves. I didn't.
penguins is funny, but Madagascar, it's like yeah, it's a good show, but I don't know.
I like the scene where they're in the plane and they're like, just graze the ground, just touch it like you're, or gently touch it like you're kissing your sister. And it's like, what? And then it like crashes. It's so crazy to say in a kid's show.
It's so funny. Or like in the penguins, I know you said a speed run this, but we'll speed run after I say
Yeah.
this. And penguins, I never realized it, but there's this scene with the octopus, and he's like Kevin, bacon that like they somehow he's giving all these commands, but he's tying in all these famous actors' names.
Oh,
Anyways, it was really cool.
that's
I don't see
funny.
that
I don't
from
remember.
time to
I might have to
instant.
rewatch it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It was really funny because he ties in all these like actors' names, and he's like, I mean, he says something about Kevin. It's like Kevin bacon this like I don't know. He
Bacon this bread. I don't know.
something like it was funny. It was like it was just the writing. I'm like, dang, for a kids movie. Okay,
Yeah.
Shrek.
Shrek
Say
is the first one. I don't.
I'd
I
say
don't care for Shrek. People find it
I
really
don't know.
funny.
I don't. It's. I mean, it's okay. I say another C, but like lower than Madagascar.
I don't care. That's
I
fine.
think I'd watch Madagascar over Shrek, and that might be a heated
I
debate.
actually, I might watch it over, but I don't care that much. I don't think I would watch either. But if I had to choose, I think I would choose Shrek. Just because I don't know.
But Spy
Spy
Kids
Kids.
D.
D. What?
It's stupid.
What?
I rewatched it recently.
I thought you loved the second one.
I did as a child, and then I rewatched it, and I'm like, this is the. They literally would just throw crap in there at the very end. They're like, and by the way, this man's evil, and everybody's surprised. Want to know why everybody's surprised? Because there was nothing hinting to the fact he was evil. They just pulled it out of their butts, and they're like, "This guy's
I'm
evil," and I was
curious
like,
why it was so popular. Is it just because is it a Disney movie? Like a Disney like?
"Oh, it's that weird brand that makes the Spy Kids stuff."
But was
And
it on the Disney Channel though?
maybe I'll look
Because
that
that
up.
might have been it. Why it was so? Because it's like I know that it was fun, but it's just like there's or maybe just all the movies are horrible at this time. But maybe because it has
Well,
Danny
the other
Trejo in it.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl was
Yeah.
super popular.
Uh,
What? What brand? What is it? What sponsored? What is it?
what produce or like what studio made it? Warner Brothers. Paramount.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Dimension Films and Troublemaker Studios.
Oh, with the little robot. Yeah.
Produced through his company. Yeah, so it was just this dude. Yeah, because remember he made all these weird ones that came out, and we just accepted it as a child. Also, the thumb thumbs that freaked the crap out of me. I would watch the first one to give me the creeps for
Oh,
fun.
that's funny.
Like, I did not like it. Okay,
Yeah.
Jaws.
Jaws.
I've watched,
Jaws.
but I say
You
we put
haven't
it next to
watched it. You
Jurassic.
need to watch it.
I
The
know. I just
characters are like it's a good thriller. Like it's good and suspenseful, and like the shots are also amazing, and like it is very cinematic, and like the character dynamic, especially when they're all three on the boat. It's a very like slow movie, but the character dynamics just so like all the actors are just amazing, and then they're literally sitting on a boat and talking for like 30 minutes, and I don't know if it's that long, but and it's just so like, and they're hunting the shark, but it's just like essentially dialogue between them, and it's fun.
mm,
It's a good vibe. It's just a vibe. And it's like it kind of has that coastal like town vibe. I don't know. I just love that like is it? It was actually I think it was like 79, or it might have been older than that. But just that like older aesthetic is just it's fun. It makes me want to
yeah.
go to the beach and just hang out on the Oregon coast. Um, but so I
I'd
might
say
not
next
or
to
go
Jurassic
to S.
Park.
Oh my! I
You
would put it
do
higher.
that.
I'll put it in A. But
Okay. You do you, boo.
oh,
You do you, boo.
I'll put it right here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm probably above the thing. Yeah, that feels good. Night at the Museum.
I love Night Museum. I'd say above the Grinch.
I think you rewatch it. Yeah, I think
It's
that's
so
fair.
good. It's so funny and
Um,
it's so nostalgic and it's just
um,
it's
it's
so
got the
sweet.
one dead
And
guy. I can't remember his name. It's
Robin
funny. Robin
Williams, Ben
Williams.
Stiller, Owen Wilson. Who
Get
else?
over
Oh,
it.
Ricky Gervais. Remember? I always forget he's in
Um,
it. The
why am I
wife. I don't remember
blanking? Who's Ricky Gervais? Why am I blanking?
The Office. The British Office.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I recognize
Yeah.
his name. I just couldn't match it. Yeah, no, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the museum owner. I know a
Yeah.
lot of big names. And then the one Freddie Mercury guy, that actor. I don't know if he was big at that
Oh yeah.
point.
I don't think he was because
No,
I think he got
and he's not
big.
like
Oh,
super big. Maybe he's in other movies I don't know about, but
I think he's yeah.
because he did
But
a
I don't
video
think it
game, so you know they can't be super big if they did a video game. Do you know Liam Neeson voiced in a video game?
was he in Red Dead?
No, it was Fallout 3, which is it wasn't a very I don't know. It was like a normal, but like people who do
Random.
video games are like no names. Like there's
Yeah.
and just ran like Liam Neeson. He's Liam Neeson. Like I don't know. It's crazy.
That's
Um.
random.
Anyways, the
Muppets.
Muppets.
I love
I
the
like the
Muppets.
road trip one and the
The
alien one and
you like the alien one?
the Treasure Island. I
Oh,
like a bunch of
Treasure.
and Christmas Carol.
Muppets like
I like when
genuinely.
they were in the house together in the alien one. I like ET vibes.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I say Muppets like I'm so mad that they don't do more Muppet stuff because I'll get stuff about like
They have
um
Muppets Little Kids on Disney Plus, I think.
have you watched
Muppet
the
House.
Muppets BBC or not BBC ABC whatever I don't know. It's like they do it mockumentary style on Disney Plus.
Oh, you've talked about it to me.
So funny, Jacob. You need to watch it. It's so funny.
I
No,
think I
I see
have
things where
a
it's
little
like
bit, but
yeah, I've seen things where it's like, okay, do this movie, keep one person, one actor, like human, and the rest Muppets. Like, why don't we do that? That'd be so good. Or do a whole musical, but all the Muppets. Like, that would be like,
I wonder
Like,
if all the puppeteers and like stuff they have to do with that is just so expensive that like an animated something or just a thing with normal actors is just
CGI.
way easier. Yeah, I'm curious if that's it, and like it just
But
doesn't
like,
make that much money as something else could. I don't know. It's just speculation, but
yeah, but the Muppets though, like, isn't it the same actor? So you just pay one actor, like you just pay a couple actors and they do the different voices.
there might be something acting's like the whole film union stuff is all like complicated. Like when you make a movie, you have to have like people. It's hard to. I don't know a ton about it, but apparently, like you have to have like some person on hand, like a you need a boom mic operator. You can't just have like a robot holding it or something. You have to have like an
Uh,
actual registered like. It's because when people do the union stuff, they make them have these laws. The movies have to follow these laws.
that's
Um,
stupid.
so I'm guessing it's probably that. Like for every puppet, there should be one puppeteer, and the puppeteer probably gets paid as much as an act. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no idea. I could totally be off, but
Yeah,
it might
I'd
be.
say up with A's if we're doing all the movies, just because. First of all, those songs, I don't care. Though all those songs hit so hard, they're so freaking good. And then just like the 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 people that they like, the generations that have watched the Muppets,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like putting it here is good. What do you think?
Okay.
That could.
Uh,
It's in between Despicable Me. I put in the kind of kids show things. But
yeah,
it's above Up, but below
I'm
Despicable Me and Toy Story and Incredibles.
I'm fine with that.
Jumanji, the original,
Ooh, I'd
with
say
Robin Williams.
in the middle of B, because I think for its time that was pretty incredible, and also it's just like they do a really good job of, like, I don't know, like I think I always liked that movie.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It actually wasn't super funny. Like I don't think I'd ever rewatch it. It's because it was just
I
kind
want,
of like I think it was just fun for like the kind of practical effects and like, oh, can they
yeah,
get out of it? Like kind of stuff.
it was kind of
Well,
like adrenaline,
yeah. So,
and it's like
what
what's
about right there in between Lord of the Rings and Holy Grail? It's
I
below
think
Lord
that's
of the
good.
Rings. Okay.
Yeah,
So some of these I feel like we talked about, but like, did we
but
talk about what about Bob and or
I think we
Groundhog
talked
Day?
about Groundhog's Day, but I don't know if we talked about what about Bob.
I'll throw that down. All right. Forrest Gump.
I'd say we might have talked about that one. I think we've
Maybe.
talked about Forrest Gump Treasure. I think we've talked about these. I don't think we've talked about Mall Cup though, or Iron
Oh,
Giant, or
or
Tropic
How to Train Your
Thunder.
Dragon. All right. Yeah, I think we have talked about it now. You say it. Okay. So I'm just checking.
Did we talk about How to Train Your Dragon?
I don't think so. There's a new
I'd
movie
say
out, live
I
action.
just watched that.
You did? Was it?
Yeah, it was really good. I
That's
also don't
good.
remember the cartoon except, so my cousin that I'm with, she loves How to Train Your Dragon. And so she was telling me, she is funny because she'd be like, and this, they actually said this in the original. So I guess it's pretty dang close to
Yeah.
it. But the actors were really good, and like the CGI was really good. Like it was actually
Cool.
really good. I kind of wish I
Yeah,
saw it in
I
theaters.
it's
Just
just one of those things where it's new. Like I thought this when it was coming out, and I don't think it's gonna change. Is I'm surprised how well it was received and people liked it because I was like, I know everybody like hates on live action stuff, and then How to Train Your Dragon said they're coming in live action. Everybody was just like went crazy. I'm like, guys, what happened? I thought we didn't like that. What's going on? Um,
yeah.
but it's just like I don't feel like it. It's like at least I know it is older than I think it is, but like I feel like it's new enough where it really doesn't need a remake. Like,
But it's less of a remake. I get mad because I'm like, you're on it. It would be like if we took, this is stupid, but like if we took the Mona Lisa and then we took a picture of a girl's face and said, "Look at this." It's like you're
yeah,
taking the art out of it. Well, not really, because you're replacing it with a different style of art. But it's not even like you're turning it into a Tim Burton animation, which would be cool because that's a whole different art style. You're just making it more realistic. It's for
yeah,
someone to feel it. It's not even like a cool, I'm gonna put a twist. That's one thing. That's one reason why I hate this. Actually, I won't get into that. I was just gonna talk about music, so I won't
yeah.
get into that. But yeah,
Oh, it's just like saying you need to make a remake of Finding Nemo or
no,
what's
like you
another good?
don't.
Yeah, it's
Cartoon.
like it feels like it came out recently. It still looks good. Like, where
Even
are we
if
gonna
it
put
looks
it?
bad, it's cool to see how
I
far it's
guess, but
come.
then it's nice to have a remake where it's like, I don't
Yeah. Wait, what's this one? No, Dream
know.
Dragon.
Dream
I'd
Dragon,
say below Shrek. Like I
Shrek.
liked it as a kid, but like I don't know, I'm not that
I don't.
attached to it.
I watched it. I think I watched all three or whatever, and I just wasn't. And I think I was older when I watched them. I might play an effect. Especially if you're a
Yeah,
little kid, I'd be like, "Oh, I get a little dragon." All right.
yeah.
What about Bob?
I
It's
say
death
I'd say
therapy. Just kidding, I don't know what the
it's
quote
so
is.
fun.
I'm
That
sailing.
I'm sailing.
Oh,
I say best Bill Murray's work.
what about?
And I'd say
I
it
don't
under
know.
the Grinch.
Sure.
I think it's funny. It's pretty. I love, especially after going to New Hampshire. It's so fun. I
Yeah.
remember when we first went to New Hampshire, we were recording that because we did go to Lake Winnipesaukee. And I was
Yeah.
so proud of myself when I actually learned how to say Winnipesaukee.
It smells like coffee for some reason.
Oh,
I might be
sinners.
crazy. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's that funny.
I think it's
Like,
funny.
I don't know. But I'm fine with putting it there. What is
Yeah.
funny though is Mall Cop.
I
Kevin
love Mall Cop.
James. I just love him as an actor.
I also, the music in there is fire.
I don't know.
The I also love it because I've always wanted to just like go in a mall and just have no one be there and just be able to go raid and
Oh,
okay, not raid, but like just like go touch and play with all the stuff in there and like
on a segue.
I don't know. Yeah.
No,
And
there's a
then
bunch
yes,
of there. I don't know if I mean a lot of people. There's a bunch of abandoned malls around all around the country. Stuff in them. They're kind of creepy. You like. I
that's
think you
so
have to break
cool.
into them, but it's not like super legal.
I
But
do that. Wink.
it's the thing people do.
I
Um,
know I've heard people do was it like urban finders or something?
yeah,
Which I think is cool, but I feel like I would just be
really cool.
so scared the whole because
I
there's
don't know.
an
I would do it
abandoned
for the scary stuff. Like, there's this
you
internet horror thing that I watched. I can't remember what it was called. It's like the Tree Man, but
what?
he's in like a mall, and there's like this kind of what is it called when it's like it's kind of eerie, but it's like when like a face is like off slightly. There's a name for that.
I don't.
Um, I don't know. There's a name for that, but there's this like kind of creepy looking like statue of like this guy with a beard. I think that's the thing that's like chasing him. So it's like kind of a found footage style where he's running around the mall, and he like turns around and like this thing's like closer to him. It's a really I can't remember what it's called. I know what. Shout out Wendigoon.
Oh, the
He's
Wendigo.
he's
Wendigo.
a yeah. Well, the YouTuber's name is Wendigo or Wendigoon.
Uh,
But he did a video of him watching it with like cane pixels and made the back rooms. Anyways, just fun internet store horror stuff. Um, but yeah, where should we put
I'd say in
Motor
front
Cup?
of uh, not museum.
Yeah, I think in front's fair.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Iron Giant.
Iron
I love
Giant.
that movie. It's so good,
Fun.
and I don't know. I'd say behind. What about Bob?
Yeah, I just like it because it does a good job of being like a period correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what Bob.
I know. It
And
kind of makes
also, I
sure.
wanted to get like a BB gun and eat Wonder Bread and like
Yeah.
have a flashlight run around at night.
I know. I wanted to run. I wanted to find a robot in the woods and have a
No.
friend, and then the
Oh,
cartoon, like that kind of cartoon style. I love an animation. That's like one of my favorite animation styles. Like you just want to eat the food like that they're eating, and you just want to like I don't know, it's so pretty. And then obviously just all the relationships of him and the giant and him and the garbage
the
dude and then
creepy
him and his
art
mom.
in this guy. Just kidding. He's not creepy, but it's kind of weird that a whatever-year-old boy's hanging out with this guy.
Yeah, but it wasn't weird back then.
True. It was, but um, Okay, Tropic Thunder.
I am not. I want to watch this so bad,
Oh, you haven't seen
but I
it?
no
Uh, what is his name? Slow Tim? Or, what is his
or
name?
something like that.
Uh,
So I will rewatch that sometimes if I
I
want to
mean,
laugh.
it's just the clips. Yeah, it's there's not a lot. I feel like if you watch the clips, I didn't really like Jack Black's character. He just kind of plays the same, whatever, and he's like drugged out the whole time or whatever. But yeah, when the little kid jumps on him and starts stabbing him, he just chucks. It's just got so many like little funny scenes like that, and everything with like Robert Downey Jr. is so racist. It's like crazy.
Because then he's like, don't something about our people, and the guy's like, our
What do you
people.
mean
What do
our
you mean?
people?
Yeah,
He's like, what do you mean our people? The actual black guy.
yeah. It's so funny.
Face. I
What's
don't know.
so
I'm playing a
insane to me is
character.
that
I'm playing a character.
what's so insane to me is that that's right when I can't believe he took that risk of playing this character because that's right when he got back in the good graces of Hollywood to after drugs and stuff,
Yeah.
and then he plays this character and somehow is still in the good graces. I'm like, you just climbed your way back into acting and people not knowing.
No, they do a good job of like, cause they're literally making fun of like actors who do
Yeah,
stuff like that. So it's like it's not making it's
I
not
know
making
it's
fun of that situation. It's making, or I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, it's
no,
not
no,
like
I
being like
it's making
racist
fun
for
of
racist sake. It's being racist to show that these people who do that are racist, and you're making fun of them. So it's
yeah,
like,
you're making fun
yeah,
of Robert. You're not making fun of the black people or whatever.
I'm just
I
saying
know,
it's
but
making
it's
fun of actors who do that, not really Robert
yeah,
Jr.
I know.
But
It's just funny to me because I feel like people are so picky on what we can find funny and what we can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
I don't know. You rate it because you've seen it.
Tropic though. Oh, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Uh, but but it's like I said, like the movie itself isn't like the plots and whatever. It's just the characters are fun and like yeah, I probably put it lower. Not like here. Yeah, because I think it is funnier than Mall Cop. Just the little bits that it has, are like they make you die laughing. It's so
Yeah.
funny. All right, Rambo: First Blood. Um,
Um,
I've also read the book, and the book's way better. Again,
I
but,
again coming from a 13-year-old girl's point of view
oh
because that's when I watched it.
oh,
I think
who
I'm
made you
13.
watched it?
I watched it with you, Elijah,
Oh,
and Dad on
what?
VidAngel. It
Oh,
was
I
so
remember.
boring and just
So
like
good.
like the scene when he jumps on the woods and he like falls through the trees, but he's fine. Like how did you
Happens
do
in the
that?
book.
Well, that's stupid. Okay,
I
and then
fell
it's
out
just
of a tree when I was a little kid. It
you
was like
fallen
12.
30 feet
It was like
intentionally.
it was like 8 feet.
Okay, that's 8 feet. You can survive 8 feet without branches stopping you. He like fall because isn't he on a cliff and then he like jumps off the cliff and like goes on.
I need to
Jesus.
rewatch it because I actually don't remember that part, and it was in the book. And then yeah, apparently
Like
it was also in the movie. But yeah, in
it
the
was
book
just
he's on a cliff and he jumps onto a tree, so I think that's
yeah.
what happens in the movie.
But then he just like tumbles down it and then he's like fine and then the only cool part was him setting the traps that he learned in Vietnam. That was
Yeah,
kind of cool.
and also the funny it's definitely not. Maybe that's how the reserves were, because I have like friends in the reserves and they go through basic and like they're like there at like they do training stuff all the time. So it's a lot more intense than how they showed it in the thing. They were all like weekend warriors and like just were like old like 40-year-old men and like yeah. I mean that's part of the reserves, but the people I know that are in the reserves, which I guess is kind of skewed because they are all my age, but anyways, they do. But that was a funny scene because they're kind of incompetent and they just want to blow stuff up. So that's yeah, that's ends up what happens. But yeah, but yeah, the book's a lot cooler. And but the only thing the movie makes it take place in the Pacific Northwest, which is based. The book is like in New Jersey or something.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
weird.
dumb. But did they have the dogs in the movie?
I don't remember.
You probably would because in the book he shoots them.
Oh, maybe. Okay, then they probably didn't.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Or
sad scene for the
maybe
guy.
I closed.
Because in the book it switches back and forth between the police guy and then the and in the book, the police guy's actually a little bit more. So the police guy, I think he was a Korean vet, and then Rambo's a Vietnam vet. So they actually have
Yeah.
that similar. And
Wait, the jerk cop that said all the
yeah,
mean things.
he's a lot more chill. In the they make it very a lot more gray, that conflict in between them.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, um, but yeah, so it's because Rambo's in the book is more of like kind of like a hippie acting kind of like anti-authority, which they kind of do in the movie, but it delves more into it in the book because he just kind of like I think he does it in the movie. I think he just walks right back into town, but and the cop's less of like you gotta get out of here, you punk. He's more of like he kindly like goes. I think he like buys him food and then he like drives him out of town, like very chill. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyways, it actually isn't super action heavy, and like I said, the book has kind of ruined it for me. And I also haven't watched it in a while, but I guess like a C, I feel like it's fair. It was very impactful to '80s action. I feel like, but um, it's especially the next ones. It's just kind of like the stereotypical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it with John Wick. I think it's fair. Uh, I'll probably put it above because it's a little bit more influential than John Wick was. So that's fair. All right, Karate Kid, the original one. I don't know if this looks like the new one, but
No, that's the original.
oh yeah, it is. This looks it's like high definition. Um, yeah.
Um, I would say somewhere in the C's, like high or.
Yeah. I feel like when
I
it
mean,
came
it's
out, it was influential just because it was kind of like every kid like who watched it was like, I want to be a karate master. And like
yeah,
honestly, I don't think there would be so many like karate or taekwondo shops without it existing and
yeah.
being in the zeitgeist of American whatever. I also could be wrong. I have no idea how many karate shops
I don't
or
know. I
karate
think
shops
Cobra Kai
karate.
messed it up. It just made. I don't know. I watched a couple seasons of Cobra Kai. I'm like, this is stupid. And then it
I don't
kind of
really care about the
because
characters.
they reference Karate Kid so much and like all the movies. I'm like, I don't know. It kind of made it seem dumb.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd say somewhere, but I know it's like a good movie. Like I think it's a cute one. But
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's just kind of like a rock. Did we have rock? I think we talked about Rocky. I don't know if it's on here. Did we talk about Rocky? I think
mm,
Rocky was just more influential though. But
yeah,
um, I'd put it like yeah below Sound of Music. I feel like is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
All right, Inception, Christopher
I
Nolan.
haven't watched it.
I have, and it was fine. It's the plot's like I think it's just too confusing for general viewers. It's not like because when you start like essentially what you he's doing is he's creating his own world with his own parameters that are like
Mm-hmm.
confusing and like rewatching it doesn't really help because you're trying to learn what he's doing like how he's setting up his world versus like
Yeah.
something like that is based in reality that's maybe a little bit more confusing of a movie. Like I'm trying to think. Oh, well, it kind of. I kind of. So I watched the. I'm leaning back again. I watched The Exorcist recently. So scary. Just because, yeah, it's iconic, and I like watched a video afterwards. Just because there's a lot of like, it's a very basic story of yeah, it's just a girl getting possessed and people trying to cast it out, and then I don't want to spoil it for you because I think you should watch it. But yeah, the ending's just like it's not. I was kind of confused on like what kind of happened because they show and don't tell, And there's a lot of
Mhm.
like there's a scene where she's driving home and she drives past like police cars. And I also struggle with people's names, so like I don't. You bring up a name and meet a person once in a movie, I'm like, I have no idea who they are. Like I don't learn like the main character's name until like the end of the movie, barely. Um, so, but yeah, like some person ends up dying, and they say it earlier, but the police car she drives past, but she doesn't even look at the police cars. Like it's just her. I thought she was just driving past like a crash or something. I didn't even know her home was right there. And then yeah, watching this video, they're like, oh yeah, that's her house, and it's just like a little scene. Also, the beginning scene, the opening's like really weird, and there's a lot of like satanic imagery in the beginning because in the beginning they're like there's this guy like searching in Egypt or not, I think it's Iraq, um, for artifacts or something. It's kind of like Indiana Jones esque, which is cool. They filmed it on site apparently, and like
Uh,
the government really didn't want them to, so they had to hire like British people because they didn't want like United States people. But it's but that sorry, I don't know where I was going. I'm going off on a tangent. Um, if you were to rewatch that one, like it's mostly based in reality. It's about a possession, but like I don't know. Rewatching it, you can pick up on things that you wouldn't have before. You just need to pay closer attention. Like there's this. So when in the beginning he finds like this artifact, and it's supposed to be a statue of the demon that possesses her, and then later on in the show there's this that same statue and it's like the same color. It's like next to their house. And I'm like, how did that get there? Because the guy who's exploring doesn't come in until later in the movie. Um,
mhm.
and like it's just sitting there. But apparently the girl made a clay model that looked very similar to it. So just like little stuff like that where it's like it makes it confusing, but like rewatching it, it makes sense, and it's just you gotta pay attention, I guess. But Inception is like if you pay attention, it still is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because like the whole is he in a dream? Is he not? Is I mean, I might also be overcomplicating it because I think when I first watched it, our mom was like, "It's gonna be complicated," and then I don't know. But anyways, that I went on a rant. Where should we put it?
I don't know. You choose.
I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't watch it again, and like I'd probably put it down here. I'll put it with
Mm.
Dune because it's kind of that same. I'll probably watch it
Mhm.
over Dune because there's a lot more fun action stuff. The Adventures of Tintin,
Yay!
directed by Spielberg, which is kind of funny.
Oh, actually?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Which a
wow.
lot of people really didn't like. Apparently, it wasn't very well received, but I really liked it because we read the comic books. We got it from the
Yeah.
library, the actual like Tintin comic books, and
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
he did a good job of representing that in a thing. I think people just liked it because it was just kind of like a normal like story. There wasn't anything like crazy about it. It was just these two guys are off searching for treasure.
That they didn't like it.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I guess I was about to say, but the characters don't like that's because we read them. So as I say no. But have you seen where it's like, oh, Marvel has the best transitions, and then it shows like Marvel transitions, but then it shows like Tintin transitions, and it's just funny because like the transitions in this are so good between
I don't know.
scenes.
I
Like I
have to
never
rewatch it, but I
no
remember when
re
he's swimming and his little hair sticking up and it's like a shark. Oh, it's probably a reference to Jaws. Oh,
that's funny. No, there's like remember when they're walking in the desert and then they're like looking out at the sand dunes and then all of a sudden the sand dunes start to like roll and then they become waves. There's just like transitions like that.
well, I
Or like
think
there's
it's yeah, it's cool, but they're like hallucinating, right?
yeah, but still it's like well and then well there's one scene where there's like a puddle of something and then it turns into someone steps in it and then it shows like and then you realize oh it's a puddle of water. It's not a puddle of what you were originally looking at.
Oh, I see. The
Like stuff
Breaking Bad does that. I might have said this on here. And I
I,
think I've
I,
told you, like
mm,
somebody's like cleaning up blood, and it's like a bottom shot on a like a clear thing.
yeah.
Um, I think it have. I don't know if it's the first season, but yeah, they have to dispose of a body, and then Jesse, um, well, it's like you got to get these buckets and these chemicals, and then it'll dissolve him. and then Jesse can't find the right size bucket, and then he's like, "Oh, I have a giant bathtub," so he threw it in the bathtub, and then Walter gets back, and then it's a funny scene, and he's like, "You put what in the tub?" And all the tub like it melts through the tub, and a bunch of like body parts just fall down everywhere. Their house. It's kind of disturbing, but yeah, they're cleaning that up, and when I say it doesn't sound funny, but how they like talk to each other, it's funny. Mr. White, yo. But yeah, they're cleaning up. I think it's that scene. There's a lot of blood cleaning up though in the whole show, and then it transitions to somebody like with the
Dipping
French fries. Yeah, dipping
No, I
ketchup.
saw that
Yeah.
because
Um.
my watching
Yeah. Uh. Anyways, Tintin, I feel like should go high high. And
Yes.
I don't know if it's B or A. What do you think?
I'd say high B.
High B.
Yeah.
High B. I might put it like a top of B.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair because it's funny. Yeah. Oh, the Lorax.
Uh, it's good, but it's not
Funny.
like that
You
good.
need a bag.
I'd say in front of Inside Out.
Inside
I
out.
I think the only reason why I really like it now is because I didn't know, but Ed Helms plays the Onceler when he's young.
I don't
He
know who
plays
that is.
Andy in The
No,
Office.
I know who Ed Helms is. I don't know who.
He's the one. How bad can I be?
The little short guy.
Not the Lorax, the
The
Onceler.
O'Hare.
No, the green guy. That's like how bad can I be? Who makes the Thanid? Who? He's the one who killed all the trees.
I thought that
Jacob, he
was the
tried.
O'Hare.
No, Mr. O'Hare sells air.
I thought he destroyed the trees though.
No, he had to
There's
make
two
the air
bad
because
guys.
yes, because the Onceler destroyed all the trees, so Mr. O'Hare had to make the air.
I don't. I need to rewatch it. I don't remember it. I just remember O'Hare and laughing at him because he's short.
Like, let it die. You're gonna get back.
Um. Anyways,
I'm
where did I put that? I don't remember. Did I put it somewhere?
or
I put it.
Bond. You
Uh.
put it where I want it.
Okay. Yeah, the Bourne. Have you seen Bourne? Any of the Bourne movies?
No, mainly because mom told me not to because she said they're stupid.
What?
Mom didn't
What?
like them. She said dumb.
I feel like it's one of the best like spy, especially the first one. It's one of like the best like spy like I say best like most realistic. Like he's not off like just killing a bunch of people and doing karate moves. He's like trying to flee the government and it's like very smart and he's like trying to and like the final like battle is just kind of cool cuz yeah, I just don't want to explain it, but
Yeah.
they don't have like very good weapons, so they're having to be very tact. And it's him going against another guy who's trained like him, so he's like, I guess the spoiler. I don't know. And he's like, yeah, they're both like trying to outsmart each other, and they're being all stealthy, and it's fun. So I guess you
Yeah.
haven't seen them, so I'll put them. I like those two better as action movies, but Bourne's just like as a solid story and it's solid action. So maybe I guess I put it above. But I feel like John Wick has a good story and Rambo, but I'll put it above. I feel like you would enjoy that out of those three more. So
Mm-hmm.
the Daniel Craig James Bond.
I haven't watched it yet, but I love
You
the
did
Billie
watch
Eilish.
one with
Did
us,
I?
yeah, with me and Elijah when you're here in Rexburg with Rustin.
Oh, yeah. It was like
I don't know if we finished it.
we didn't. We
Yeah,
got until the girl fought, and then he had to leave. That's good. The
yeah,
part I watched until it was just I,
yeah.
I, I'm very picky on my action, so it just seemed like another movie where they fought and he had to run away.
Yeah, it's not, and it's fun for a Bond.
Spyness, because it seemed like I think if there was like something they're trying to get or like he had to run away for a purpose, but
Yeah.
it just
Well,
seemed like
we also threw you in the in like the middle of the series, so
yeah.
yeah. And I've watched them all. Like I don't think I would rewatch them or really like recommend it. Like yeah, like you said, it's just kind of like a little bit more, and it's a good action movie, probably better than average, but it is still just kind of like a generic like action movie. Daniel Craig's a great actor too, so if you like him, I would definitely watch it. But if you're just kind of indifferent to action stuff, and like, yeah, it's not, it's fine, but yeah. I should we rank it or not? Because
I mean, you
we're kind
can,
of
you
I
know.
don't know, we're just kind of indifferent to it, so I don't even
Yeah,
think it should deserve a place. All right, let's do Megamind first. But I think all these other things, I kind of move stuff I don't really want to talk about because I know you haven't seen,
yeah,
or it was kind of meant for Elijah, and we might have talked about Oppenheimer.
yeah,
But another Christopher Nolan, that's weird. And then Good, Bad, and Ugly, you guys haven't seen, and then we kind of addressed all these, and some of them we
yeah.
already talked about. Okay, yeah, Megamind.
Oh, it's good. I haven't
Um,
watched him forever though, but I know like that one people quote all the time.
no. I'm not.
But
I
it is
wasn't a super big fan of it. But I
no,
remember it
I
coming
think
out and people really liked it, and
yeah.
people still really like it. I just
I think I'd like it more now if I rewatched it. I just haven't. I remember I really loved though. You know how like it was like these Pixar shorts and like one of them was like his birthday party or a Halloween party or something. And I remember I watched that a lot. And I watched the the Monsters versus Aliens. And you know what's funny? I watched, but the thing is, I liked Monsters versus Aliens over Megamind when I was little.
yeah.
In my head, those two went together, and
Because it's
I
about a
liked
girl boss.
yes, Queen, yes. Maybe that's why I related to her
You
more
just
because I was
relate
like,
to it's a girl, yeah.
I related to a tall woman because I'm taller. I'm not even that tall. I'm just 5'8".
I relate
But
more to a guy with a blue head.
yeah, big blue head.
Um,
And there's no
uh,
Queen of England. Yikes.
no, I don't like. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I feel like it's kind of overhyped. So when something's overhyped, I'm kind of like, eh, eh,
Yeah.
eh,
Oh. What
eh.
is it?
So I don't know. I feel like a nice C would be good, don't you think?
I think so. I think so.
All right.
What is the
Uh,
seeds? I say,
I put it above the Lorax. Is that fine?
yeah.
Okay. Um. Oh. So yeah, it's annoying because I made this list, and I think we talked about it before, like with Elijah. I would just redress like it's hard to I don't know like all the movies here are like really good. They're not really Spy Kids, but like everything else and like some of them, but like they're all just like good movies. But it's hard to like choose a bad movie for this list because it's
Yeah.
like you think of like a bad movie, like it's like Sharknado or something. It's just stuff I haven't seen, or I don't know. It's just like something that's not even worth talking about.
Yeah.
So it's just hard, and there's not like really like bad movies that, and there's like quote I guess like I'm trying to think of like a bad movie that we put on here because it's nostalgic. I can't really.
Well, they're not bad to us.
Yeah, or like the Grinch live action Grinch. I don't think a lot of people like that.
No. That's true. A lot.
Um, Jumanji maybe the original. Not really. Uh, Madagascar. No, not really. I guess the Justice League was kind of, but yeah, it's just hard to like. I don't know because there's like stuff that are like bad movies that either we haven't seen or it's like not worth talking about, or they're just like they're not even bad movies. They're just like meh. Like they're not like it's just yeah, like I said, not worth talking about. But our last thing, our crowning jewel, and Bummer Elijah's not here, but he's off doing stuff, and it's my fault, chat. I should have been doing videos, but got held up with work and school, and was just lazy for the most part. But we have Star Wars, the
Barber.
whole shebang, and I think me and Elijah might do a tier list of all the Star Wars media things, all like the
Yeah.
TV shows and later. But we can rank it as a whole thing right now. I think. Um,
Um,
what do you have to say about Star Wars before I go off?
it,
Oh,
it's funny. I realize.
it is not funny. It's serious.
Oh, sorry. I'll lock in. I'll lock in chat. Chat. I'll lock in. That I mean, I like Star Wars, but I haven't watched the movie since like we've like I don't think I've sat and watched a Star Wars movie since I was like 10.
Mm.
And I mean, and then I always feel stupid when I talk to you guys about Star Wars. So I don't feel like a nerd, but I talk to someone who doesn't really know things about Star Wars or kind of just like I don't know, and then they don't know anything. So I'm like, I think I know enough to where I can kind of understand your guys' conversations, but you guys go so deep on it. You're like, clone
No.
number three name is this,
We're
and I'm like,
actually on the level of things where like it goes a lot deeper. Like there's people who will talk about stuff that I have like no idea.
that's crazy.
Mostly it's the book stuff. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, which isn't
but I would,
canon. So
yeah, but I would say like the first, or not the first three, the four, five, six.
have you even
Then
seen one, two, and three?
no,
Yeah,
which I think mom saved us as a child, and I don't. But the
say
thing is,
those.
like, I know the character. Like when you're, what's his name? Like I
Anakin,
know the person. No, I know like
Ben
I can't
Quaternaros,
now, but I know like if you're like,
Nine
what's the
Nub. Oh,
what? Okay, I don't know who the freak that is.
you
Like
know who he's driving the
General
Falcon with
Grievous.
Lando at the last one.
Like I know who General Grievous is, and I know who like I'm trying to think of people from that. Oh, and we watch Clone Wars. Anyways, long story short, Star Wars for me, I like it a lot just because of nostalgia. But I
Mm-hmm.
think if you were to show me it now, I'd be like, that's a cool show, you know. But I don't think I would love it as much
Did
if
you
there
watch The
was more.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
But I didn't finish it because I didn't want Baby Yoda to be stripped from him.
Well, spoiler alert, he
So,
comes back. Not really
well,
spoiler because they're making a movie called Mando and Grogu. So, um, yeah. Uh, yeah. What was I gonna say? Um, no, I have opinions about the first three and just the first three are hyped up so much. I guess I'll get into it a little bit, and then this deserves a full length thing, and I need to be able to explain it because I think I am right. I just need to figure out a way to word it better. Because there are good things about the first three, and there are a lot of bad things about the last three. But I don't. I think it's kind of overblown by the major fans, and a lot of the people just kind of go along with the hype, and which
hmm
might be deserved, but probably not. But I feel like the first three are the prequels. I'm talking about the prequels versus the sequels. Is the like the first like the episode one Phantom Menace is like is it's a pretty bad movie. Like it's just like Jar Jar Binks is awful. Another big thing is George Lucas went back and ruined the original three. He added a bunch of CGI stuff, and then when he made the prequels, he went back and edited the original ones and got rid of all the beautiful practical stuff. And like I guess some of it is impractical, but most of it is. And he put in like CGI, and it's just horrible. But um, what was I saying? But yeah, all those movies are like CGI, and they don't look fine, and they're great for the time. But it's just yeah, Jar Jar Binks, and I hate jumping on the hate of Jar Jar Binks, but like because that's also something that's kind of overblown, and I feel like I'm just kind of hopping on the thing. I rewatched that movie recently, the first one, like kind of like clearing my mind from like a try to go into it with a film critic's perspective, and like
hmm
it was just Jar Jar Binks was the worst. Like he's just the worst. He like was making like passing gas sounds Or he was just like passing like gas everywhere and just like fumbling around. It was so childish and like this super serious like conflict, and they just need to delve into like the adult stuff more and like I don't know, like who cares about the kids? Like Star Wars is for the adults, and they can do stuff, but like a main movie like that, and you just have this like childish like supposed to be comedic relief, but it's just not. It was just horrible, and yeah, it's just a bad call on George Lucas's part. I think George Lucas is kind of crazy because with the first view, I feel like his hands were kind of tied where he was trying to make something that was like that would get people would watch it, and then and have it like connect in a good way. And then when he made the prequels, he made that first one, and people didn't like that first one when it came out. And then the second one got better, and then the third one people say is the best Star Wars movie, which it's fine. Like the clones are kind of cool, um, and like it's I don't know, it's whatever to me. Like I don't really care about that story, and I have opinions on the Jedi, and like just the whole like that plot is just I don't know. It's not very like the Jedi are kind of bad guys, and they don't focus on that plot as much, and the clones are also kind of like not as cool to me as stormtroopers because they're not human, and they're essentially like GI Joe, like, and they're all the same person, and they're kind of like these perfect, not perfect, but they're all the like kind of basic like soldier guy that's like tough and brave and good people, which I feel like appealed to people, but in a way, like to little kids maybe, but in a film perspective or like a storytelling perspective, if you have all these people that are like the same person, there's no like conflict and there's no differences that make things spicy. It's like kind of
Yeah.
boring. Um, so, uh, but that's just a little bit. And like I said, I want to go and like talk about why the first three aren't very good and comparable to the sequels, which really, if Ray was a better written character and had more like an arc, and if the story was a little bit more like succinct and had a plan from the beginning, they didn't just
Yeah.
throw random directors in. It would have done a lot better. But I feel like even with that and all the other small things, if Ray was just a good character, um, like it would have been a lot. It received a lot better.
Yeah.
But
I know that
anyways, yeah. What
I
was
was
I saying?
talking. Yeah, that's one thing I was talking to Carter, my younger brother, about. Um, I get really upset when people diss on Ray because to me they make it because I don't know, maybe this is my feminist sound
Oh,
coming out, but they're like why did they make it a girl and she's such a bad actor. First of all,
she's not.
Daisy
Yeah, it's dumb.
Redford, she's a good actor, and
Yeah,
they just wrote her character bad, but
yeah.
she's a
It's
good
not her
actor. You
fault.
gotta be
And
also,
she stepped away from Star Wars. Like she I don't think she kind of like I've kind of heard interviews recently where she's like kind of not. She didn't really like that, and it might just be her like going back and being like, yeah, those weren't good movies, and kind of jumping on what other people say. But it
yeah.
also could genuinely be her like realizing that her character wasn't very good.
Yeah, which like is so valid. Which like again, like I don't care that people are like mad at Ray, but like don't put that. That always bothers me when they put it on the actor. I'm like, unless the actor is bad, but she didn't make the character bad. She just played the character that they gave to her. Like she's a
Yeah,
really good actor,
yeah,
but also
yeah.
it's also the character that's written. It's not because she's a girl. It's because they wrote her character as a turd. If you threw a male character in the same role, I'm sure that people would be just as annoyed as just some rando popping up,
Well,
able to have a force all of a sudden. Like,
there is a thing um, with oh, this is getting maybe political, but anyways, I guess I'll get into it. But nobody's listening to the end. Only the true believers are here.
oh, that's so
Um,
sweet.
the cool guys and girls are here. But
Drop
like,
it.
there's a thing where people perceive like, especially like lady bosses as bossy just because it's not the norm, if that makes sense.
Oh
And for them
yeah,
to
no,
get in that positions, they have to be very. They have to like, essentially, I guess, act like a man and be more. There's air quotes there for the
yeah,
listeners. Act like a man, where they have to be more like, I don't know, forceful and like we gotta do this and kind of in charge and present, which is perceived coming from a woman as like bossy and irritable. So you saying that if a guy was there, it might be less just because there is that societal stigma around that, or and I'm not saying that's, and I'm not saying that perspective is bad because we shouldn't view a woman being more assertive as a negative thing. Um,
yeah,
yeah, but I'm just saying societally people might view it as if there's like a bossy man, it's like less than like a bossy woman just because for so many years
it's like that's the
it's not the norm. So
or, you know,
um,
people
anyways,
see those.
I don't really have to say that tangent because it really doesn't have to do. But I'm just saying that that's a factor in things, and
Yeah,
just people need to, I guess, realize that when they like working with bosses and stuff. Because I guess this is, I feel like that's something that I've definitely thought where it's like, oh, this Karen boss is here and whatever, but then realizing
yeah.
I probably had a male boss that did the same stuff and I was cool with it because they're a man, and I'm just coming out as a sexist, but I'm trying to fix it. Okay, okay, world.
Good job. We'll
Um,
just have to cancel you first.
just have to what me first?
Cancel you first.
No, no, I was
Yes,
trying to side. I was trying to be
everybody
side with the woman.
to cancel Jacob. X X
No,
X.
no. Um. Anyways, do you have anything more to say on Star Wars? I didn't really. I just kind of went off a tangent on why. The original movies are cool. The I think the biggest thing is the story building and the also the cinematic stuff. Like the
Mm-hmm.
whole, and it's also awesome. I really like realistic stuff. I kind of said that, and like all the props, the guns are actually guns from World War One and World War Two that they just like kind of modified. The planets aren't like this weird like thing. They're like literally just like some sands and like they just throw like little stuff in, like two suns and like but like everything's kind of like based in reality, and it makes it nice and like not too like weird and sci-fi.
Yeah.
Especially the first ones, and I feel, and also has that grittiness of like the rebels fighting the Empire, like the first ones. Like my favorite Star Wars movies are like Rogue One or The Mandalorian, where it has that gritty like Western or like the wartime, like the rebels are like trying to fight the this I don't know, like these uh almost like perfect, like clean. It's hard. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're like they're up on this altar, I guess. We're trying to take them down, and they're in these dingy places on Tatooine and like these planets, and they're all like it is like the American Revolution. We're fighting like the prim and proper British, and then we're these bunch of farm people in like bushes and stuff. It's kind of, I think that's what I'm trying to say. It hails back to that imagery of the dirty farm boy finding the clean proper imperialist. It just strikes an American chord with me. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but those
Red
are just
rum.
the first three, and there's so many. But I think I kind of compare it to Marvel now too, where Marvel's kind of like gone downhill, at least to me, and stuff. Because I think the thing that they're missing is, I don't know. I really don't know like what they're doing wrong. I just feel the biggest thing for me is just they had so many like fun characters like Guardians of the Galaxy or Doctor Strange, and then they started like coming together, or like Steve Rogers and Captain
Mm-hmm.
America and like Iron Man, like, and like they made these fun movies with these fun characters and they mashed them together, and then they kept mashing them together until the final battle, and they're all together, and there's so many just funny one-liners, and it's like, oh, these guys are getting together, and then now they've lost all those actors and stuff, so it's just kind of like not been as, I don't know, as entertaining. But I really don't know
Yeah.
why they're kind of. I just for some reason the movies aren't entertaining to me, and I need to figure out why, so I can tell them no.
Mm.
But Star Wars is like, especially after the sequels, it dipped down in popularity, but then it came out with Mandalorian, which made it go up, and that kind of has been spotty since then. But I think it's coming on the up and up. I think uh, I don't know. I feel like a lot of movies now are kind of seeing this trend of like I don't know, like we're just not getting very good and creative movies. They're kind of just like remakes of things or same old, same old. I feel like producers are gonna see that and like in the money like there's less money in it too now. Like people are watching less and less of it. But a lot of these like more creative directors movies are getting more views and stuff because it's different. So I feel like hopefully Disney adopts that and they start going on the up and up. But I feel like it's a lot doing a lot better than Marvel is. Um,
Yeah.
especially Andor came out recently, and I like Skeleton Crew too. That came out recently. Kind of had like a '80s Goonies vibe to it. ET vibe, where there's a bunch of kids, pirate stuff. So yeah, I think they're doing well. Um, and going on the up and up. But as a whole, it's just hard to rate it. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm just thinking more in general though, too. Like I know with movies, like all the movies that came out and nominated and stuff of last year were all sequels or remakes.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I agree. I feel like we need more creativity and like I don't know, with Marvel, I just feel like there's only yeah, like they're not taking any risks. They're kind of just like these fun characters that are like aren't really morally gray, and if they are morally gray, they're funny. Like I'm just thinking of like the dad, Scarlett Johansson's dad, the Black
Oh,
Widow's dad.
yeah.
Like he's like, you know, he's morally gray in the sense of like he was this Russian worker bad guy, but he's like a funny sweet character, so you know, like sure the things he's done, but you're like, oh, but he's sweet, like, but it's like, but I want someone who's actually like goes, I don't know, is like an actual human, not just like because the things he's done that are bad almost seem not real because you haven't seen him do it, or if you do, it's kind of in a funny way. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then with the Star Wars stuff, I'm mad with the new movies. I don't know, like I
Hasn't
just
been new
hate.
movies. Are you talking about the
Well,
sequels?
yeah,
Okay.
like the new movies to us of like that we went and saw
Yeah.
because like the scene that makes me that I was like this is stupid. Well, first of all, the last newest movie sucked booty cheeks,
Rise of
and
Skywalker.
then yeah, I'm like dude, like you just I was just dumb. But the scene that made me just so mad was when Finn, yeah, when Finn was driving out,
Oh,
literally about to say,
that's the second movie. That's Last Jedi.
yeah, I was just going back to that one.
Oh,
This
sorry.
because I was saying this was the scene that made me like, this is stupid. Like, why did they do this? Like, it made me just bitter for the rest of the other movies we've watched. Is when he's driving out, he's about to save the rebels. They are screwed. They need someone to come save them. So he's like, I'm gonna go. And he could have wiped. I mean, maybe he wouldn't have killed everybody, but he would have killed a good portion of these big leaders.
Well,
He
he
might
would
not have
have.
killed.
He would have. He was stopping the cannon from getting in to the base, so it would
Okay,
have
so maybe
given
he
more
wouldn't have
time
killed
for
the leaders.
the rebels to escape. Is
Yeah, so maybe he
what
wouldn't
was
have killed the
happening.
leaders. But yeah, he would have saved a bunch. And then when Rose comes out and hits him, and then she says to him and says, sometimes we have to sacrifice to save the things we love. That's literally what he was about to do. He's about to
Yeah.
sacrifice himself so the rebels can get away, so that you can have a chance. But no, you idiot. Also, he doesn't even like you. He likes red. So,
I
oh
don't
my
think he
gosh, that
likes.
scene
No.
was,
Yeah.
that scene still makes
Also,
me.
just generally like I don't in that for somebody to intervene like that, and I don't know, they didn't really play on this in the movie, and I don't think it was supposed to be played on. If she like saw Like it would have been more impactful if she got like a message saying Rey's here with the Falcon. Uh,
Yeah.
we can go now, and she went and did that. That would make more sense. But she just
Yeah.
randomly like stopped him for no
To
reason,
save
essentially
him because
killing
like
the rebels
yeah, she's like, I'm gonna
so
sacrifice
they could survive,
exactly. Exactly. She was
possibly,
sacrificing
and getting
the
rid of his
rebels. She
choice.
sacrificed
Yeah,
everything to save one person.
yeah.
Like she would not
Luckily,
pass the
Rey
trust
showed up with the
wall.
Falcon to save them.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
or did Luke show up then? Or Luke showed up before?
No,
I don't know when Luke showed up.
I
I think he
think
showed
that
up
was
before.
because she got yeah.
No, I know Ray showed up at the end. I'm saying I don't know when Luke. Luke showed up as a Force Ghost sometime, or not Force Ghost, a Force projection.
I
I think that happened before though.
well, because isn't Leia? Wasn't she like passed out or something, like dying or I don't remember.
Yeah, what
In that
happened to?
scene,
Yeah, Leia. Yeah, so
she
they
was
came from
stuck
the
in the.
space where she got blown up into space, and then she force pulled herself back in, and then
Yeah,
she was like there. She wasn't passed out though, because she was like talking with Luke, and then in the next
yeah,
movie she's just dead because the actor died.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
um, at the beginning of the first movie, they're
R.I.P.
like Leia's
Carrie.
dead and Palpatine's back.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was the other thing too with Palpatine and how he's like, I was Emperor Snow, but then you killed Emperor Snow, but it was me,
Snoke.
but it worked. There's a clone or Snoke. Yeah, it's like
Uh,
what in the bull crap? Because this is just
yeah. No,
not
there's
so.
just a lot of like missed opportunity with stuff. Like a lot more could have been done with Finn. Ray could
Yeah,
have had a better arc and like an actual
yeah,
training arc like Luke did because she just didn't have any power, or like she just was able to defeat Kylo Ren, which makes no sense. Even if she was trained, the dark side is more powerful than the light, and
hmm
like the only reason why light's able to destroy the dark is more of like you're able to like kind of out talk them, and you're more rational and stuff. The dark side's just like raw power, but in a straight duel, the dark side's gonna win. Um, Generally, and usually why the light, it's either, well, I guess no, Luke in the final duel in the last movie, the reason why he beat Darth Vader is because he turned to the dark side a little bit, and then he was able, after he saw that they have the same arm thing, it snapped him back in to realizing this is my father. I'm here. I'm a force of good. I'm gonna turn to the light. And then Palpatine was able to defeat him because he went back to the light, and Palpatine was more powerful. And then there was two light side. It turned Darth Vader back into the light side, whatever. And then there's two of them that were able to defeat Palpatine essentially.
yeah,
But in I don't know if it's done very well, but in most of Star Wars stuff, when it's a dark side versus a light side, the dark side usually wins, and there's usually a reason why the light side would win over, either because they turn to the dark side or it's just more skillful. But anyways, she didn't even have any training, and she still absolutely destroyed him in the duel. It's like
yeah.
so dumb. Um, yeah, but I liked Kylo Ren. Looking back on it, I actually do like him more as a character than I did at the beginning. It's just his face, like Adam Driver's, is kind of me. I don't know. It just didn't like when he took off the mask. I was like, he just has an interesting face.
He
Like
just
for
doesn't have a bad guy face. He
yeah,
just kind of has, or like even a traumatized face. He just kind of has
yeah.
like a
It was just kind of
I don't
like
know.
I don't know. It just didn't really fit with the character, like what I kind of thought as like this evil
Yeah.
guy. But when watching all the movies in context, it makes a lot more sense. Like
hmm
he's just a kid, kind of. Well, he's like 20 or he's like my age, whatever. They're supposed to be my age, I think, or
Whose
maybe older.
uncle literally tried to kill him. He's like, what a freak.
Yeah. So, and he did a good job acting. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Then
liked
there,
him better. I liked him the most in the very last one, and maybe that's because he was
mm,
actually like kind of good in the last one.
yeah.
But I
But
don't know.
also just the line delivery of Poe when he says Palpatine's back, it's just so jarring, and like it was meant. They made it for the trailer. Um, it's like one of those scenes. Yeah, they just made that line for the trailer that they put in the trailer, but in the context of the movie, it's like not natural at all. It feels very
Yeah.
like jarring and like Palpatine's back. He kind of like runs in. It's like very like weird. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta tell everybody. Like, why would you know this? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyways, but I guess Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars movie, by the way, if that matters. But I'm gonna dive in deeper sometime with a video or something. But let's rank it. I feel like
Alrighty.
this has been a long one.
Yeah.
But we got it done.
Yay.
Um, I'm gonna put it S.
Yep.
I think it should go an S. Probably back of S just because it just has insane. At least for me, it has insane highs and it has insane lows. So or
Yeah.
not even insane lows. It just has lows. Like there's obviously worse movies than the prequels. Like cinematically, they're amazing
Mm-hmm.
movies. By the way, that's another thing people don't talk about a lot. But my voice is getting like dry from talking so much. Uh, yeah. So do you think that's fair? Back of S.
I think I did a good job.
Yeah, it's a perfect list, even though it's messed up.
It's a
Uh,
bit confusing. Uh,
yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. Dark Knight, I guess, is their favorite movie, which is
woo.
weird.
Not weird. It is so good.
No, it's just
Low
favorite. It's
key,
just
it's not
so.
a movie. No, it's so good.
It's kind of. It is kind of a long movie, but it is. And
But
like
it,
rewatching it, it's like I don't know. You just kind of. I think I've just seen it too many times. Is the thing.
no,
But
can never see
if
it
I
many
could,
times.
yeah, definitely. If I like got my memory erased and got to choose one of these movies to watch with my memory erased, I don't know what I would choose.
You'd probably watch Get Out.
Get Out. Yeah, I was thinking like Sixth Sense or Get Out. This is the twists are
I'd
crazy.
probably watch Sixth Sense again because that I remember like after I watched it for the first time. Luckily, it didn't get spoiled to me the ending, and I just sat there and just had to process it
Yeah.
like because it all like that was I love when that happens because sometimes the plot twist happens and you're like, wait, how does that make sense? But like when you've heard it, you're like, oh, of course, and your brain's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Um. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good. Like I said, I don't know if Dark Knight, and it's not my favorite, but like I said, I'm trying to like put something above it. And I can't think of anything. It's funny. I mean, there's stuff like I did really enjoy The Thing. And then, like I said, Rogue One's very good. And like I don't know, Ocean's 11's fun. I actually just watched Ocean's 8 with all the women, and I wanted
Oh,
them
was
to have a cameo from what's his face, Mr. Ocean.
any
Um, but
ocean
like they say he's dead, but they also say like he might not be dead, and like because it's about his sister.
yeah,
Um,
a block.
yeah. So and yeah, it was a fun movie. The twist wasn't anything crazy. It was just like instead of stealing one necklace, we stole all of them. That was the twist.
Oh,
It's like we
that's stupid.
distracted people. Even though in the beginning, like she was talking with her friend and saying, and the friend was like, "We cannot steal all of them. Like that's too crazy. You're gonna go to jail again." And then they end up doing it without like any further talks about it. But other than that, it was fun. It's fun little. It wasn't as good as Ocean's 11, but anyways,
Yeah,
cool. I think this might be the last episode for a while with you in it. So sad.
goodbye world, but
But
I'll be back.
no.
I'll be back
For us in our
eventually.
reality right now, though, there's like a few that I haven't edited that have you in it, though. So there'll be like 6, 7 with you in it. I don't know. But you'll be back sometime, and it might not be the last one. There could be, I don't know, when you become a missionary and you can't.
I start
You're,
well technically the night of August 10th.
yeah. I, mean, might be,
I had to,
I think Elijah's done like August 1st, so maybe we could throw one little last little episode with Elijah.
yeah,
So,
that'd be
but
fun.
we'll see. And maybe you do in person because I think I'll be back. No, I won't because I'm
Yeah.
coming back the 8th, I think. And we could do it like. Nah, it would be weird. But yeah. Maybe do something. We'll see. But if this is the last last one, leave it in the chat. Say rip Mooner. your Discord name.
That sounds like you're gonna poop.
Rip a Mooner. Um, yeah. Rip one for Mooner. Pour one out for Mooner. Say a caffeine-free root beer.
Yes, please.
All right. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom, so
Oh.
let's end it quickly. My name's Wojak. No, my name's Jacob. Go check me out on Wojak of all trades. I'm definitely up putting YouTube videos out right now. Listen to this podcast more. Share it with your friends. Leave reviews of things. It's on YouTube and Spotify. And I guess you would know this if you're listening to it. Go check out my second channel, Jake of All Trades. It has fun stuff on it maybe now. It should. We'll see. Check out Isabel on her social media, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if you want to. It's just.
If you go find her on Facebook, probably by the time this gets out, she'll be on her mission, so you can follow her on Facebook, and she can send you a Book of Mormon and hook you
Yes,
up with some
ma'am.
missionaries. So, because
Got you.
they use Facebook, the missionaries, to reach out to people. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Adios. Bye.